name is Jennifer Kelly. I'm the creative genius behind Elephant Sandwich Social Media Management. And today we're going to talk a little bit about video. I'm a big, big, big believer in using video for your content on social media. And I know that this strikes fear in your heart. If you are not accustomed to making videos regularly, I promise I know how intimidating this can be. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is just my setup. Uh, in order to run video, I have just a few things that I've added. I improved on the camera that is on my computer. Now, when I say improved, do not hear expensive. I bought a camera off of Amazon. It is a no-name, who knows, whatever camera that I have kind of attached with, I think, some Velcro because I'm a crafty girl. I didn't like the angle I was getting. And so I have a camera that is slightly improved. I think this was probably about $30. I also improved my microphone because sound quality is really important when you're making a video. And again, I did not buy top of the line. This is a toner mic. I'm sure I spent less than $30 on that. So my whole studio, I am sitting in front of a window with the curtains open so that I get natural light. I do not have a ring light. I do have a lamp with an arm that has various settings so that if I need to go on camera, actually it's for Zoom more than anything. If I need to be on camera at night, I can create some light. It's not great. I don't love it. It's not natural necessarily. And there is some color distortion with what I've got going on. You know, you can spend as much money as you want to spend on video. I want a solid setup. It does not have to be top of the line for my purposes. But just enough so that I feel like the sound quality is good and you know, the picture is acceptable. Now, as far as the program that I use, I use BeLive. For more information, you go to belive.tv. If you're really interested in this, I have an affiliate link, which, you know, so I get $10 off or something, and I think you get a discount as well. So if it's something you're kind of kicking around, let me know. Now, the reason I like BeLive is that I have the option to do on-screen branding, like you can see. I sort of change up what's on the screen. I kind of like that. It's just a tiny bit more professional than just going live on the platform. This allows me to broadcast to several different places simultaneously. So at first I was only doing the Book of Face, and now I also simulcast directly to YouTube, so that I am building a channel over there without any additional effort whatsoever. It just, as I make the video, I am going live there as well. And so that's super nice. I can add other platforms too. So eventually I will probably get to where I am on several platforms at once. I also like it because there's another platform that does this same thing where it broadcasts to the different platforms, but anybody viewing has to authorize that platform to allow them to leave comments and stuff. With BeLive, you can comment over on the Book of Face on Facebook, and I can see your comments pretty much in real time. Occasionally there's something kind of funky that goes on, but I can see if people are watching from the BeLive page. So I can see how many people are watching in real time. And then also it's going to go ahead and save this. I have the capability to edit the video from here if I want to cut it. to make maybe some clips um, as a preview for another platform, or just a small instructional video, just a part of maybe a 20 or 30-minute video that I want to send to somebody as a, a guide or instruction. I can do that. If I want to just do a sneak preview that I share in the story, a little 30-second snippet, I can cut this video down, save the small part, and then post that somewhere else on a different platform. I know you have seen me do this. I'm just going to, okay, so if I take the branding off, I'm just going to kind of show you some of the possibilities. So I can turn off the branding, she says, and then I can add things on the screen like agenda items. So if I'm doing sort of a class or a Q&A, I can add, let's see, I can add something like that. If someone makes a comment over on the platform, I can share that to the screen. And it'll show their little picture, which I love that. And so, oops, let me hide that. I don't want that there long term. So we'll hide that. I can share my screen. So if I wanted to show you something over on, I don't know, my Instagram page, I have the capability to have that screen and my face is over here and the Instagram screen is over there. I can also have guests, like on a podcast, somebody that I'm interviewing or somebody that I'm doing the video with to share information. So there are a ton of possibilities with this. And by the way, when I say I can have a guest, kind of like Zoom, they can broadcast from their home office or car. And I'm coming at you live from mine. So it has a lot of capabilities. If I just wanted to show you one page, and I can show you a process with screen sharing, or I could show you a chart or graph. I'm trying to see what else, what the other possibilities are here. And I just learned today, they now have, I downloaded it. They now have a mobile app so that I can use this platform from anywhere, which is nice because I travel, and being able to do a quick video from my hotel room is super helpful to me. So, or, if I'm out and about and I find something amazing I want to show you, I can go live from anywhere. So it's a really great platform, and it was super affordable. I mean, it was not cost prohibitive. My business is a small business, and I did not hesitate to sign up when I saw everything that it would do. It was well within my budget. So, I highly recommend having something, I highly recommend BeLive, but there are other options, and you can explore them and compare and contrast. But I like using something just a little bit more polished than just going straight live. I think it adds a little bit of professionalism to the appearance of your videos. I like, I can have, where is it? The title up on the screen. I've got my logo, which adds to, the branding aspect of it. Now, as far as preparation for my videos go, there's not a lot, and it probably shows. I really like just kind of going live off the cuff. For those of you who don't know my story, one of the ways that I began to learn the power of social media was that I was involved in a multi-level marketing or a direct sales company. I don't care what you call it. I don't get caught up in that whole thing. I was involved in one of those companies. I loved it. I had a lot of fun. I made makeup videos. But I promise you, when I first started making videos, I could kill an entire day trying to get one video that I was not horrified to share because I was so self-conscious about it. And I think it just took what it took for me to get through that, to get to where I feel like I can just show up as Jennifer Kelly. I don't have to freak out. I say, it's just a part of what I do, and it's not something I beat myself up over anymore. It's really funny. I saw somebody last weekend, and she knows me from some public speaking stuff that I do, and she mentioned how often I used to say, and that I'm getting better. I swear I don't even notice it unless I'm watching myself, and then I'm like, oh gosh, that's a lot. But anyway, I like going live, and the reason I like going live is I am what you call a sloppy perfectionist, and if I give myself permission to keep taking, reshooting the video, I will waste so much time. It becomes about vanity and not about just conveying simple information. And so I prefer to go live to filming it and then editing it, or filming it and then filming it again. Or to me, that's just, it devotes way too much time to something that I'm going to do over and over and over again. I show up for video often. And so it does not need to be Meryl Streep quality. I am not Meryl Streep. So I do a short prep. Basically, I choose my topic. I have a cigar box full of, I wish I could figure out, of index cards, just randomly sitting on my desk. I write my, 3, 4, 5, 6 little bullet points. I set it on a stand in front of me so that I can kind of keep an eye on the camera and then just glance down to see what my next bullet point is. And that is if I'm not using the on-screen agenda. And then I hit go. I mean, I don't spend a lot of time fretting about this. I want you to get to know my personality, and so I just show up as I am. So here are my 6 reasons why you should add at least a little bit of video to your content strategy, especially on Facebook. Number 1, it is quick. It is relatively quick to make. As I said, that's if you're going live. I know that my little control freak friends are going to want to, film this and then edit it and add titles and music and all that kind of stuff. Unless it is something that you are going to use for a presentation or perhaps for an ad, do not devote that kind of time to it. Just prepare enough. I will tell you, before I started going live consistently, I would allow myself 3 takes. And then on the 3rd take, whatever happened, that's the one I'd post, and that meant that if the camera fell off the stand, I posted it, because I cannot devote all day to making a 10-minute video. So it is quick to make. The second reason that you need to use video is that it is easy to consume, especially if you turn on the captions so that, like, folks at work can watch it without sound and can see what you are saying. It does not require that you sit still and read through something and glean whether it's something I'm interested in or not. Now, remember, though, that those first 30 seconds or the title are going to dictate whether somebody hangs with you or whether they bail on the video. So you kind of need to have something that's going to grab them right at the beginning. So often people start the video saying, "My name is Jennifer Kelly. I'm the creative genius behind Elephant Sandwich." And they don't give a little teaser beforehand, and you've already lost people if you start with the introduction. Most folks who are in the know are going to start with a little teaser, then introduce themselves, then move to the video. Number 3, it is a popular format in almost every social media platform. More so than almost anything else, video gets more views and more interaction. So if it's what people want, you probably ought to try and figure out how to use it at least occasionally. Number 4, your content can be repurposed. So I can make this video and then I can make an infographic with the exact same 6 bullet points that I shared to Pinterest. I can take this video and then I can take the exact same 6 points and write a blog or put it in my newsletter. I can make this video and cut it into bite-sized pieces and share it to stories over the course of 6 days. So do you see how, this one video, which I'm not spending a lot of time preparing for other than I have outlined my 6 points, but I can expand it or dissect it to create more content. I also can take a series of these videos, and let's say I want to do let's say I'm going to do a 10-day boot camp for business owners who are just getting started on social media. I can take the 6 videos that I made in this series and put them, and share them to that boot camp group. And I've already got a library of information that I can share with the folks who show up for my boot camp. Now, that doesn't necessarily have to be all that I share. I can, there's a daily challenge and a writing prompt and whatever else I do, a Q&A session, but it's already prepared. I've already got that information. It's out there. I have, it's gone to YouTube, so I have it saved there. I have it saved here. I have it saved on a different platform. And so it's easily available and easy to use. Number 5, and this is something that has come up in this year since I've really sort of stuck my flag in the sand and said, I'm going to do video regularly. It will be the foundation for Elephant Sandwich's social media, especially on this platform. Video creates the perception of an instant expert. The perception is you would not be making a video on a topic if you didn't know what you were talking about. So you become people's go-to. And I love that. I love that because that's a big part of the decision-making process. Do people really believe that I know what I'm talking about, that I have some authority, that I'm not just, trying out this social media thing, but that I truly am aware of what's going on in the industry. I know how to use the platform effectively. I am getting great results for my clients. I am learning about new features as they become available. I am a resource for people as far as questions, concerns, troubleshooting, all that kind of stuff. Videos help establish that because it is continuously bookmarking in people's mind. Jennifer's the one who makes those videos about social media stuff. And so that's awesome because that means that a wide range of people now know me as the social media gal. That's who I want to be. I want to be the first person you think of when somebody says, I don't know why my business page is doing this, or I'm having some trouble over on Instagram with this. I want everybody who knows me to go, I know who you should talk to. And so by creating these videos daily and sharing them occasionally from my business page to my personal page to remind people who aren't on the page to come follow me on the page, I am establishing myself as an expert. And I'm uncomfortable with that. I know you're going, but I'm not an expert. If you know more than your friends know, in their minds, you're an expert. That's all you need to know. You just need to be a little ahead of them, or you need to be able to find those answers. And I am confident that I have the resources to find those answers if I don't know them right away. And so in that manner, I am an expert. There are certainly people who know more than I do, but I can find answers for you if I don't have them. And number 6, this was something that I didn't know was going to happen until it became my experience. By making videos regularly, by diving in on topics, by creating my little baby index cards, and doing, these daily videos, I am so much more comfortable and confident out in the world when I run into somebody at a networking event and they say, "Hey, let me pick your brain for a minute." I don't fumble. I don't freeze. I'm not awkward. Making these videos has prepared me to come across very comfortable and confident talking on many topics on the fly, because I have gotten used to doing that. When I was going to a networking group, I didn't get anxious when it was time for me to do a 10 or a 15-minute presentation about my business or about social media. Ma'am, that used to be terrifying. I mean, that just used to be so intimidating. Even though the people in my networking group were charming, they were easy to talk to, they wanted to support me and to be helpful to me, it was still very intimidating. I had only been an entrepreneur officially for a short period of time when I started doing networking. And so they'd hand me that microphone. And even though in my personal life, I regularly speak in front of hundreds of people, it felt very different to be talking in front of a group of professionals when I knew I had only, had a business for a few months or less than a year. And that's not true now. I've been in the business a little bit longer, but by making videos regularly, I got camera confident. And so when it was time to make a presentation, or when somebody just put me on the spot and said, "Nancy, come here. You've got to meet Jennifer. She's the social media lady. Ask her your question." I didn't feel like, "Oh God, am I going to lose it?" I was much more, to the degree that I am comfortable and confident. I was far more comfortable and confident as a result of showing up every day and talking about some aspect of my of my business to my camera for a video, 4 or 5 days a week. And so without realizing it, doing this thing that's very beneficial for my business also helped grow me up as an entrepreneur, so that, when it's time to give my elevator pitch in real life, when it's time to stand in front of a group and share about my business, or when it's time to stick out my hand and say, "Hey, I would love to do a 10-minute presentation at your whatever meeting on social media," and not feel intimidated by that. I had a friend reach out to me sometime last year, and he couldn't show up for a presentation. And so he asked if I'd do, a 15-minute program for a bunch of realtors about how to use social media effectively. And I felt comfortable doing that because I had been, in essence, practicing by making videos regularly. So, videos do not have to be this big, long. I know I talk for a long time, but they don't have to be. They can be a 5-minute thing. It can be, you can make it super simple. I have a friend who is an exterminator. He could make a real quick video that is just, um, 3 things you may be seeing in your yard right now, this summer, and what to do about them. Or, yeah, I mean, it could just be 3 little bullet point things. Here's the solution, or you need to call me and here's what I'll do for you, or 3 steps to, 3 must-have products this spring. I mean, it can be so quick and easy. It does not have to be a very involved thing, but sharing your personality, looking at the camera, smiling, having an awkward moment, laugh, getting tickled at yourself, any of those things, share who you are, share what you're about, and help you create a connection. And that's what we're trying to do. We're not just standing here saying, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. We are standing here saying, how can I help you? What question can I answer? What kind of resource can I be for you? Do you need something that I might be able to help you with? Or do you need to meet somebody that I might know? Let me know. So when you treat social media as a networking opportunity, then video becomes a great tool for that because it's useful, because people are watching, they're tuning in, and they can either watch it live. A lot of times I make a video and there's nobody who's tuning in while I'm live. But especially in the evening when people get off of work, I know I have several people who after work are watching the videos at their convenience. So it's a great tool. If you are interested in Be Live, I would love to send you some more information. And if it's something that you decide you're interested in, let me know. I'll share my affiliate link with you. I think we both get a discount out of that deal. And I will see you again. Is that all I want to say? Yeah. And I will see you again tomorrow. You guys have a great day.